Today I'll show you some common habits that can shorten the lifespan of your suspension parts by 5 to 10 years or more. And trust me, no one wants to be replacing their entire suspension that often. So let's go into the 8 most common habits that may not seem harmful at first but are secretly destroying your suspension system. The first habit is a surprisingly common one: hitting curbs. A lot of people think it just harms the wheels, but that's not really true. Constantly hitting curbs doesn't just flatten your tires or damage your rims. It can bend your suspension components, knock your steering wheel off center, and completely throw off your alignment. You're looking at repair costs over $1,500, not even counting tires, rims, or body repainting. So if you're still doing this, it might be time to retake your driving test. The second habit I see far too often is flying over speed bumps. These bumps are designed to slow you down, not launch your car. If you're hitting them at 25 plus miles per hour, you're asking for your suspension to fail. You're looking at blown shocks, damaged struts, cracked springs, and possibly bent axles. The repair bills? Easily $3,000 or more, so take them slowly, 10 to 15 miles per hour max, and your suspension will thank you. Habit number 3 is slamming into parking blocks. When your rotating wheels suddenly hit a fixed concrete block, the force goes backwards into your suspension and steering system. This can damage steering racks, control arms, and bushings, causing annoying sounds over bumps and even making your vehicle handle worse, so avoid this and park behind the block. Habit 4 is driving over potholes, debris, or metal road plates without caution. At highway speeds, your suspension can take minor hits, but at slower speeds, if you're just smashing through these things, you're slowly killing your suspension. Expect damaged tires, stressed bearings, bent rims, and even wheel detachment in the worst case. If you can't avoid the hazard, slow down and go around over it gently. Habit 5 is constant hard braking. Every time you slam on the brakes, the weight of your car shifts aggressively forward, compressing your front suspension. That puts excessive stress on your struts, shocks, and bushings. It's not as bad as the other habits, but it wears your suspension down over time, especially in city traffic. You're better letting off the gas early and using your brakes more gently. For number 6, a lot of people overload their cars without thinking about the suspension. Carrying more weight than your suspension is rated for will wear out springs, shocks, and bushings much faster because of the stress. If you see your rear end becoming weaker or hear creaking over bumps, that's a sign of overload. Check your vehicle's weight rating and don't treat it like a semi-truck. Your suspension will thank you a lot on this one. Habit number 7 might sound obvious, but driving with already worn-out suspension is a habit. If your car is bouncing too much, making weird sounds, or handling bad, and you ignore it, you're doing more damage every mile you drive. Bad shocks and struts allow more force to hit other components like control arms, and even your car frame. If your suspension is bad, replace it as soon as you can before it takes the rest of the system with it, and don't forget to do regular maintenance. The last habit is a very common one, but the one that is most brutal: taking corners fast, drifting, or casual off-roading on stock suspension. That's another way to shorten its life. Sudden lateral forces and load in your suspension in ways it wasn't made for, especially if you're on pavement with stock bushings and stock shocks. If your car isn't designed for off-roading or it isn't a shitbox, then please don't do this. It's the easiest way to destroy your suspension. Avoiding these habits makes a huge difference. These are the differences between a suspension that lasts 6 months and one that lasts 5 or more years. Trust me, I've seen and changed enough of them. If you treat your suspension right, it'll reward you with better handling, fewer breakdowns, and way less frustration.